Built to Last is brought to you by the Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council Labor Management Committee and Armstrong Ceilings. Faster, easier, better.
Welcome to Built to Last. I'm your host, Mark Nilsson. On Built to Last, we look at the Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council and the incredible work they're doing throughout their territory of Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, and eastern Iowa. Our first story focuses on the Carpenters Union's diversity programs and how they are transforming the face of the construction industry. From innovative training to outreach initiatives, we'll show you how the Mid-America Carpenters are breaking down barriers and building up communities.
It's important for Mid-America Carpenters to have a diverse workforce because it speaks to their acknowledgement of the value of everybody.
Over the last several years, we put in enormous effort to make sure we do what we can to increase diversity in our program. We do a number of career fairs. We make sure that we reach out to various agencies and organizations. We have to think about the next 5 to 10 years down the road and where we're going to get our workforce from. For a number of years now, every second-year apprentice will actually go through diversity training.
Diversity training is definitely an eye-opener to let go of the past and bring in new ideas.
We want to make sure that the apprentices feel comfortable out there and understand that when you look over your shoulder, everybody on your team may not look like you.
There's going to be changes and stuff is going to start to be different. And don't be alarmed because it's new times, so new things are coming.
It's just going to allow us to understand each other's differences and maybe create a level of tolerance for all of us.
The Mid-America Carpenters welcome recruits from across the population. In recent years, women are joining the ranks more than ever.
I went through the apprenticeship program. As I was leaving, there was a lot more females coming into the apprenticeship.
The women get in the same way as the guys do. It's either through pre-apprenticeship, special credit, or had somebody that's in the union vouch for them.
The skill set that we train here, it can be done by anyone.
Chicago Women in Trades wanted to run a all-women's pre-apprentice program. Most of our craft is actually not gender specific. You know, you don't have to be a powerhouse these days to do this work. You just have to be motivated, competitive, really like the work and be willing to work under some pretty extreme conditions.
All in all, I think that people are coming to realize that women are going to work just as hard, women are going to be just as smart, women are going to be there for you just as much at least as the men who have been there the whole time.
I have the same knowledge and skill set that most guys have, so why not do something physical instead of sitting at an office all day?
On the jobs that I work now, we have 4 women, 5 women. That's never been. I've always been the only woman on the job.
I did not know there were other women who were interested in doing the same thing I was.
It's just nice to have other women there and you kind of bond.
My advice for women wanting to get into carpentry is come on in. The water is fine.
And the diverse workforce wouldn't be possible without partnering with minority-owned contractors and the carpenters they employ.
In my travels, whenever I do my residential sweeps, I usually run into a lot of Hispanic workers that are being mistreated by other people. A lot of them think they're not eligible to join the union. But once I tell them the things they need to qualify, it's really not that much. And these guys are out there doing it for pennies on the dollar. When I tell them you can make a better life for yourself, if you join the union, we'll make sure nobody's gonna take advantage of you anymore.
The Barack Obama Presidential Center is a textbook example of the diversity that the Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council strive for.
For this particular project, given the fact that the project is for President Barack Obama, it's located in the South Side, it's really important to make sure that the workforce who is building the project do represent the community, and also the businesses that are responsible for employing that also represent the community as well.
Right now, on this particular project, it is the most diverse construction workforce that has ever been seen on any project of this magnitude, particularly here in Chicago. We believe that younger generations, if they can see it, they can be it, they can do it,
It gives our younger generation and the people in this community something to strive towards, where they can see individuals that look like them. Building the Obama Presidential Center.
Just don't stop. Like, if this is really what you want and you know that this is what you want, fight for it.
Everybody here is different and we all treat each other with respect. It's been nice to see people from all different ethnicities and different walks of life, whether it be religion or whatever. We all get along really good here.
Having this much diversity brings a host of different experiences and backgrounds into construction, and even some of different techniques that may not be used in other places. And it just makes it a wholehearted, better experience.
The benefit of being in the union, and in any union really, is that it's setting you up for a career. You're not joining because you want a job. You're joining because you want a career where you can support yourself, you can support your family. You can actually have a vacation benefit, you have a pension, you have health care. If you get sick, you're getting taken care of. If you get fired, you're not losing your health care. And that's an incredible thing in this day and age.
We've done a lot, provide opportunities for men and women, people of color, and every stripe out there.
In this trade, a carpenter is a carpenter.
This is my career. This is where I'm going with my life. I can't see me doing anything else. This is really what I love.
Strong alone, but unstoppable together. Together means everybody.
Armstrong takes pride in making a positive difference in people's lives. With the broadest portfolio in the industry and proven technical performance, contractors can install with confidence. Our ceiling construction expertise, training, and pre-engineered solutions make it seamless to transition from one end of the building to the other. Solutions like Frame-All drywall grid, including simple soffit prefabricated bend and click soffit framing, the faster, easier, better way to build from Armstrong.
Whether it's residential, commercial, industrial, community, or utility-scale solar systems, developers throughout the Midwest are integrating renewable energy systems into a variety of businesses and construction developments, and this demand is growing every day. The Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council are the skilled energy professionals in building and installing sustainable, precision-built structures, adding value at all the stages of construction.
They're able to look for key advantages that we might be able to implement to install them faster and better.
From solar arrays to wind turbine developments, the Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council provides a professional, skilled, local workforce to build these renewable energy developments throughout the Midwest, providing the highest quality and safety standards in the industry. Insist on the best in delivering your project needs, on time and within budget.
Welcome back to Built to Last. I'm Mark Nilsson. Many high schools no longer offer vocational education, robbing students of exposure to the trades as a possible career path. At the same time, demand for carpenters continues to grow. One woman in Central Illinois recognized this problem and found a solution. With some help from the Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council, she produces an annual event which shows thousands of high school students how they could build their own future in the trades.
Today is the Build My Future Career Day event in Southwest Missouri. It's our 5th annual event.
Build My Future is a one-day interactive construction career day for high school students. It's an opportunity for the construction industry to educate our youth about all the pathways into the industry and the great career opportunities that we have to offer.
Every year it grows bigger and bigger. We have over 94 vendors and 3,300 plus students from all area schools, some that have come over almost 2 hours away.
We're just taking a field trip to obviously build my future. I'm just gonna check out as much as I can, see if there's any job opportunities in Springfield while I'm there, and have fun.
We have come every year since Build My Future started, and we always learn about new jobs that we didn't even know existed. It's so much fun because the kids get a lot of hands-on experience and they can actually see if they're interested by experiencing a new job.
But Build My Future isn't just for students to learn about careers in the trades. It also works to educate the adults in their lives.
It's very important for us for the adults to attend this event as well, because we are educating them about our industry. Our school systems don't know a lot about the opportunities the construction industry has to offer, and we're helping to bridge that gap.
Just getting to try something, having someone, a professional that can ask all kinds of questions. You know, if my students ask me about a particular career, then I'll look it up, tell them and research what the answer is, but being able to talk to someone who does that day after day, even for years, is just really valuable.
More and more people are starting to realize that they can join the workforce as a professional and earn while they learn.
And the Mid-America Carpenters aren't just vendors for this event, they also play a part in bringing it to the community.
The Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council has been involved with this from day one. They have been there to help create the idea. They sit on the committee. They have been sponsors. They always have a large booth, a lot of great activities for the students to engage in. We're really proud to call them one of our partners.
This is just an incredible resource. We can see so many different careers in one place. Like I said before, the kids can have hands-on experience, so they really get to try something out. And we always have a lot of fun.
Build My Future is also a great resource for graduating seniors who might not be sure what to do after high school.
The focus for so long has been the only way to be successful is to go to college. And thankfully, that focus is changing. Our educational systems are understanding that college is not the correct choice for every high school student that graduates.
Some kids just really aren't interested in college, and a lot of people really are better with their hands, and so actually making something just appeals to them more.
I like working with my hands and being hands-on with stuff. I just have like a lot of built up energy, so just sitting and doing like paperwork and stuff doesn't seem appealing to me. So being out and being able to physically do the activities is something I like to do.
To have these kids actually come out here, do some hands-on learning, get out away from the school and the classroom and see all the different tools, equipment, and meet the people that are leaders in this industry to actually show them, hey, I can do this as a career. I'm working, I'm plugged in with an educated skill pathway, and I'm making money, as well as going through the Carpenters Union apprenticeship in zero debt.
I didn't know what I wanted. I went to college right out of high school and I already have a few $1,000s in debt, whereas I could have built my wealth, and if I still want to go to college, I could go after my apprenticeship.
What does an apprenticeship with the Mid-America Carpenters look like?
A registered apprenticeship like ours and the Carpenters Union is tuition free and allows that person to earn and learn. They're in the field every day getting some on-the-job training and real understanding of what this industry has to offer as an opportunity and what hard work is by being paid a quality wage with good benefits.
I like the apprenticeship because I'm not sitting in a classroom all day. I'm active. I get to talk with the instructor.
Join the apprenticeship program through the union. You have the benefits and retirement that most other careers don't have. Insurance, health, dental, all that.
I've worked non-union and it's a completely different animal. I feel that I'm being invested into, whereas I felt alone when I was not with the Mid-America Carpenter.
That's what's really good about the Mid-America Carpenters is all personalities, all backgrounds, they're all welcome. We need to help take people today and mold them for our contractors to be supportive of them during their transition as an apprentice to a journeyman as they learn these career skills and make them feel part of the brotherhood and sisterhood.
But look at these union jobs with benefits, $40 an hour, $50 an hour. These aren't throwaway jobs. These are careers. These aren't flipping burgers at McDonald's. This is something you can do for the next 30 years. And then you can teach other kids how to do it.
Want a great career? Join the Carpenters Union and be part of the next generation building our communities. With the Carpenters Union Career Connections program, high school students get a head start on the industry's leading curriculum. Learn the latest in construction technology and the many skilled crafts the Carpenters Union represents. Plus, earn as you learn. Receive a nice paycheck, health insurance benefits, and best of all, no college debt. Ask your school district to participate in the Career Connections program and get started on your future.
Unions need a collective voice, just like workers do. We built the Midwest Coalition of Labor to bring unions together to provide valuable benefits beyond the health care and retirement that their members already receive. Because we know that with numbers, there is strength. Strength that gives us the purchasing power to negotiate the best supplemental benefits that our members deserve at the lowest cost possible. Because united we bargain, divided we beg. Contact the MCL to see how your union can join our growing coalition.
Welcome back to Built to Last. I'm Mark Nilsson. Women are becoming more and more common in the construction industry, particularly in the Carpenters Union. This wouldn't have been possible without the female carpenters from a generation ago who blazed the trail not only on the job site, but as union leaders.
There is a stereotype that the trades are for men. Today, that image is changing thanks to women like Cindy Frank, who joined the ranks of the Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council over 40 years ago.
I was an ice capade skater. I was an amateur skater throughout my school years and signed contract March of my senior year of high school to skate with East Company Ice Capades. I was lucky enough to skate with Dorothy Hamill her first year as a professional skater. She was the mainliner in our show. Well, I came back to Missouri and I worked at a restaurant, and a lobbyist for the Carpenters Union used to come in and have lunch regularly. And he used to say, "Don't you want to make money like you did in the Ice Capades?" And I listened to him and listened to him and listened to him. And finally I said, okay, what do I got to do?
I was in charge of getting apprentices to join, but no, women just wasn't involved that much. I remember there's like maybe 3 in my period in my local union that came in. There was only one made it in our local union, that was Cindy.
The late 70s was a time of rapid change in the workforce, and unfortunately, not everyone was ready to embrace it.
I might have been a little naive and not really understanding that some of the people on jobs didn't want me there because I was trying to make my way and learn, and so I ignored or didn't see or didn't hear that part of it. I was very fortunate that I didn't take it to heart.
I'm sure she'd got a cold shoulder off and on. People adapting to it, and then she had to prove herself for what she was, what she could do.
Most of the men that I have ever worked with are upstanding citizens. You know, it's not just females who are affected, our allies are affected also. And more now than in the 80s, male allies will speak up and say, hey, that's not any way to talk. I don't even want to hear it.
She took care of her job, did her job, and you know, that's all we can ask of them. She had a lot more to prove than you or I would have. She held up her end, and we were fortunate to have her kind of as a spearhead.
Over the years, Cindy would go on to prove herself time and time again, eventually ascending through the ranks of Local 945 to become their first female local president.
She probably ran a tighter ship than some of us other guys did, as far as making sure things were done and by the rules.
Just be active in the community and be a good role model for all the carpenters who are coming to the meetings.
They knew they could go to her if they had questions or issues that might pertain to what's going on with the local.
Cindy helped pave the way for other women to rise to the ranks of the Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council. Pioneering women like herself continue to build the bridge for the next generation of carpenters like Veronica Lopez.
When I was a little kid driving to Chicago, I always seen the buildings, the high-rises. I was like, wow, nice view. I was like, who builds that?
Veronica's always been very consistent out in the field, which knows that she's very much in demand. Any company that she goes to, she does a great job, fits in real well. She's a leader out on the job sites, and companies are always either keeping her or asking her to come back.
She definitely brings a smile to everyone's face. She's definitely a life of the crew.
I was introduced to the Carpenters Training Center when I was in high school. So I was taking drafting classes, architectural classes, and they took us to a field trip to the training center. So once I walked in the double doors, smelled the wood, I was like, this is me.
She started to volunteer for a lot of things. Veronica is very involved in the Sisters and the Brotherhood and always has been. And over time, I got to know her and thought that she would make a fantastic vice president. We asked her to bring more women in. And when we put somebody in a leadership role, as she brings in other women, they see she made it, why can't they?
And that's exactly what Veronica did. Today, she serves as vice president of Local 250 and is an important role model to other women in the trade.
You know, if you're excluded, it's hard to say, I want to be this. But if they embrace you and your needs, that helps the draw.
She talks about what goes on in the Sisters in the Brotherhood at every meeting, which we never had that before. And if we're going to talk about diversity, then we need to let somebody talk about diversity. And if we want to build the diversity, we have to show other women, the women that are doing it and getting it done. She's out in the field, she has a family at home, she takes care of that family, she's on the e-board, and she's a working carpenter. She can show other women, hey, I can do this, so can you.
Attending all these sister conferences has helped a lot. Like, it's very motivating listening to their stories, which obviously I've experienced myself, but that only makes you grow stronger.
It really is rewarding to know that I have been able to mentor gals within our organization. Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council has come a long way since I was an apprentice. They're doing great work.
Trade up.
Trade up.
Right here.
Right now.
Working for a non-union contractor, I never got a pay raise. Now I get a raise every year working as a union carpenter.
No matter how many kids you have, you know, you're fully covered. Every hour you work, money's going into your retirement, your annuity. For non-union, they don't have a school program, classes you can take.
You can take the commercial aspect of it, or you can go the residential.
Trade up.
Trade up.
Trade up.
Right here.
Right now.
Whether it's residential, commercial, industrial, community, or utility-scale solar systems, developers throughout the Midwest are integrating renewable energy systems into a variety of businesses and construction developments, and this demand is growing every day. The Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council are the skilled energy professionals in building and installing sustainable, precision-built structures, adding value at all the stages of construction.
They're able to look for key advantages that we might be able to implement to install them faster and better.
From solar arrays to wind turbine developments, the Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council provides a professional, skilled, local workforce to build these renewable energy developments throughout the Midwest, providing the highest quality and safety standards in the industry. Insist on the best in delivering your project needs, on time and within budget.
Welcome back to Built to Last. I'm Mark Nilsson. The apprentices of the Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council learn their craft at places like this training center in St. Louis, Missouri. They also spend time throughout their apprenticeship on the job site, learning from experienced journeymen and journeywomen. While the skills they learn are critical to their success, it's also important they learn about the culture of the union, a central part of which is giving back. Well, when a local Little League needed some help, the Mid-America Carpenters stepped to the plate and taught 2 lessons on one job site.
Whiteford Youth Baseball is a community-based and volunteer-run youth baseball organization. We are providing baseball for kids of all skill levels and all backgrounds.
I think what I love about Whiteford is that it's not $3,000 travel baseball, right? It's something that's affordable and that most families can be a part of.
It's an opportunity for the kids to get out and spend 3 or 4 days a week learning how to participate in a team environment, learning the game of baseball, and have fun.
When the Whiteford Baseball League in Joliet, Illinois needed help building a new equipment shed, the Mid-America Carpenters stepped to the plate.
They were looking for some help building the building that they're going to hold all their maintenance stuff in. We thought this was a great opportunity to give back to the community, help out our local youth sports organization.
That old shed's been there quite a long time, and it's kind of patched together, to be honest with you. We try to fix it up every once in a while. It's like putting lipstick on a pig, basically. So I'm happy to see what we got the progress going here.
I come from a union background, and I wanted to make sure that we had the Mid-America Carpenters on board for this project in any way we could. They have pledged to bring their apprentices out for 3 or 4 days, whatever it takes to get this completed. And we could not be more grateful.
I think it's awesome. They're giving to us, but also they're giving their apprentices time to learn on the job. Like on-the-job training is so important in school.
We have to do small mock-ups and try and tell them in the real world it may be like this or that. Well, by bringing them here, it's real.
We're in class, actually. This is my apprenticeship class. It's better to come out here and get some work done with your hands than sit in the classroom, you know, for 4, 5, 6 hours a day.
It's fun. It's nice to learn from pros. I'm working with one of the journeymen. He's helping me, teach me a lot.
So what they're learning is giving back to the community. It's one of those things that is key to their trade.
I think it's a great thing. I mean, I grew up playing baseball, so when I heard they were coming to a baseball field for little leaguers, I'm like, let's do it.
The training really incorporates all the safety aspects that they're doing right now. So the ones that are on the aerial lifts right now, the scissor lifts and the articulating boom on the outside of the building, they have to be trained to be able to use that. We want to make sure that our apprentices know how every piece of equipment that's being used, not just here, but on their job sites.
We started with a slab already there. We set all our poles and brackets. Once they're set and plumbed, then we run our ribbons around to tighten everything up, get everything straight.
The Carpenters started the project in mid-March. With Whiteford's opening day set for April 15th, the apprentices learned how to get the project done on time and done correctly.
It's crazy how fast it's going up. This is a big win for the parents. This is where we all spend our summer, spring, fall season.
That's a significant structure out there, and we're definitely going to put it to good use. It can't be understated how important and how thankful Whiteford is to have Mid-American Carpenters come out here and do this work.
It's always nice to feel appreciated. Having people stop by and then take a look at it, see what's being done.
This is important for Mid-America. It shows that our members are out here not only working on roads, infrastructure, schools, but they're taking their free time to come out, give back to the community.
What's wrong with volunteer work? You know, helping people out, doing good deeds. Win-win situation in my book.
I would bet that 90% of those guys that are over there swinging hammers played baseball when they were kids. The Mid-American Carpenters are what really are driving this project and making it happen. We could not be more thankful.
That's all for this episode of Built to Last. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Built to Last TV. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.